I am here. I just know sometimes my buddies come in a little late, so I figured watching Eva dance was somehow preferable to me killing time by talking. Which I think actually it might be. Huh. Okay, so... that's the mentor chat, which I don't really care about, so let's go to an event. Now, a lot of stuff happened yesterday. Holy shit, a lot of stuff happened. We defeated Titan. We discovered that the Empire and the Ascians are working together, though we can't quite figure out what they would have in common. Shortly after that, the Empire invaded the Scions' hideout and kidnapped everyone who has knowledge of the Echo. Hey! I'm gonna call you Expandus, although I truly want to say Expandus Biggest Dickus. But yeah, to sum up, Science kidnapped everyone with knowledge of the Echo. We went to go hide out in the Saint Abdullah Oblongata Church in Thanalin, where we went before to help with the kidnappings, and there we discovered Cid Garland. Cid's a character in 1.0. Cid is also a character in every Final Fantasy, except for 15, because they called her Cindy instead of Sydney, because they're stupid. And he has technical knowledge about the Empire, in terms of all the weird shit that they could do with Magitech and theoretical science. So we have someone on the inside, because he defected, just as the Empire has someone on the inside in terms of us. So the next question is, who the fuck sold us out to the Empire? We go get Cid's airship after having a very stuffy encounter with the Elizin of Karthus, who are associated with the city Ishgard, which are basically Catholic elves. That's all you need to know about them. Catholic elves in a 1,000-year war with the dragons. We get our airship from that place, reunite with the rest of the Scions who were still alive, and we figure out where our buddies are. And now we're gonna break in to break out, as that Persona 5 song was. You know what I noticed about the Bee's Knees dance is your character winks. Like, I had no idea that they winked, because obviously I'm not looking at my character when they dance, but they do a little Bee's Knee, they do a little saucy wink. Okay. Oh, and we defeated another primal in the midst of that. God, I knew I was forgetting something big. We defeated another primal because she showed up, because they have impeccably awful timing. And while there, we discovered the Empire has a primal eating weapon. So not only are they working with Ascians, they have technology that is so far advanced it may as well be from aliens. And think of the weapon that they have as like an Evangelion unit from like Neon Genesis, where it's a living thing technically. It's a living machine. Yeah, it's not great. Could be better, but it's not. The wink is for you know who. Because he's watching at all times. Like Google Earth. Always watching. Except less invasive and more loving. And by loving, I mean it's like a tsundere type of love. Like, this isn't for you, Babaka. God, I love him so much. Sorry, I got distracted by something. Yeah, I would really only need that. Okay. Always watch. Yeah, so we now have to greet the Imperial Centurion with an Imperial salute. Which, for some reason, they... Hello, lady. For some reason, they really insisted was like, oh, you not only have to dress like an Imperial, you gotta do the salute. And I'm not gonna tell you what the salute is, you gotta go discover it. And it's just like, really? Like, you can't just tell me? The salute, by the way, may as well be like... I think it was meant to be like a fist to the heart. Like, you solemnly swear with your fist to the heart, but it's like they raised their arms up too high. Oh no, I have a better idea. Okay, Garleans are like incredibly, ridiculously tall. they're as tall as Elezen, and Elezen, I think, at minimum are 6'5". So, or 6'2", no, 6'4", 6'5". So my theory is that when a true Garlean did that salute, their hand was over their heart, their chest. But since everyone else is shorter than they tried to do the salute in the same way, at like their hand the same height, and it came out with like their arm over their face, and the Garleans were like, "Oh, good enough." That's my theory for why that salute is as dumb as it is. Oh, I just realized the dragon. Oh. Hey, buddy. Don't mind the fact that I'm dressed as a witch. I know exactly what I'm doing at all possible times. Hello. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. I look like a goth princess with the side saddle. Oh, I can't get over it. Okay, I don't need to fly. I just wanted to because it's fancy. I want to also go back to the summary that I said very quickly. This is Mordona. Mordona is essentially... It's a territory not really allied with anything. I feel like it's true neutral in both good and bad ways. There's a lot of corrupted, fucked up crystals because the battle against Midgard-Zormr in the Empire happened here, so there's a lot of messed up shit that happened to the Earth. It's essentially a magical scar gouged into the ravaged Earth. Oh, I ran right by it. I wasn't even paying attention, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I was so eager to go back to the main hub in Mordona, because I hate the music there. It reminds me of, like... The nighttime music reminds me of Twilight Town or something in Kingdom Hearts, which isn't to say I dislike Kingdom Hearts music. I don't dislike it. I think it's fine. I just think this music is better. Oh, it's above me. Okay. It's hard for me to see the lights of this sometimes. See how, like, there's a glowing light around the destination? I don't know if it's because I need to change the brightness on my TV or if that's just how bad my eyes are. But, yeah. Imperial smoke signal! Here you go. Level sync. Very easy, because I don't give a shit. The level sync very easy is more for the enemies. It's not for me. It's so it could be a fair fight. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. One of my only criticisms of the end game of Realm Reborn is it's really more about Cid than it is about you. Which makes sense because they do have to not only tie up certain parts of Cid's character arc from 1.0, they also they need to really quickly set up what he's capable of and what we can not only as characters rely on him for, but show what he's going to be used as in the story from henceforth, which is essentially a sort of, in case of emergency, break the Cid Garland glass and have him make some sort of machine for us, which is fine. It's actually, I think he's used fine in the story as that, and a lot of the quests involving him from here forward are really good. It's just so much about it is like, hey Cid, remember this? Oh Cid, we're dealing with people in your life that have problems with you, and it's kind of like your character's just sort of along for the ride. Like, you witness his trauma hour, like, I don't want to say daddy problems because that's really dismissive and diminishing, We deal with like his weird divorce with Nero. That's actually not a joke. And his problems with Gaius and the dad he doesn't have. And the Warrior of Light's like, okay, I'm here too. I'm like, hey guys, I'm here. That's my only problem with it. But whatever. Ah, there she is. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they have hubcaps for shields. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there! Send in the Reaper. Whoa! The Reaper? Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Okay? I'm the main character. Yeah, I'm the one who wins! Oh, who's the Medicus? Medicus, where are you? You're the mage, I gotta kill you first. Oh, it doesn't matter, I suppose. Oh, there you are! One thing I like about New Game Plus is you not only have the Echo, you have, Brilliant Conviction. So you have what you would normally have during the final fight in Romaborn at all possible times. At very last, our very own suit... Oh, can't read. Very own suit of Magitech armor. Yay. Not wishing to look a gift Chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Well, excuse me if I'm too powerful. Big Swedge, what's your honest assessment? Yeah, it's the Black Bosom scythe. You can get it for every class except for, Ninja and Monk, I believe. Oh, and also, obviously, if it doesn't include something you can use two-handed or one-handed, you can't get the scythe for it. So you can get it for, like, Dragoon, Warrior, Dark Knight, White Mage, and Black Mage. And it's only, like, I'm not shelling it, by the way. It's just, if you like it, it's only, like, the whole weapon set is $7. Which is, I don't know. I don't think that's too bad. Considering they'll sell... dances on the site for like $5, which is ridiculous. Anyway, Big Sweats, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. Hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Alright, turnip head, whatever. Huh? But aren't these things protected by thick armor plates? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, Chocobo. I heard that. I wish I could do voices, because I have two voices perfect in mind for those two idiots. A hall has been set aside for a use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Eva. Alrighty, bye-bye. Good, get him out of here. Oh, damn it. God damn it. That's so dramatic. You could have seriously just picked him up by the scruff and put him in the seat. Whatever, I guess it's meant to be cute. I'll stop complaining. I'm not truly complaining. I guess I just sound like I am. I had said this yesterday, but it would be really cool if 14 had more of like a dark fantasy element to it, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, because there's some things about this game and its lore and characters and settings that are so honestly really horrific, and I don't know, it's not, I guess perhaps because of the whole tone of the game, it's meant to be more of a focus on hope and perseverance, whereas Bloodborne and Dark Souls, it's more of the confrontation of that horror and that grief and letting you process it on your own. where it's not bleak for the sense of being saying, oh, it's hopeless, but bleak in the sense of this is what it is, and it lingers on that impact. Because, and I say that because the main hub in Wardana is called Revenant's Toll. A revenant is like the living dead, or just, it has to do essentially with dead and gone, or the undead, or just things that haunt you. And a toll, obviously, is something you have to pay. So Revenant's Toll is like the price of death. And what better place for the price of death to be than in this scar gouged into the earth where the Empire fought Midgardsormr, and this terrifying weird crystal tower popped up after the battle because so much of the earth was gouged out. And here's the music for the place. It's so cheery, and it's just what's the term, like, where it's incongruent, I guess, or the emotional discord, or just how, not discord, but how contrary it is from what is around you and what the names are and what the lore and histories of the place versus the setting itself and the music. It's so stark as to kind of make you forget how fucked up it is. The Magitech armor, Sid and the others took it inside. Go on and join them. This is probably going to be a stretch of quests that I'm not going to read. No dialogue out loud, I'll just sum it up later. I'll just sum it up after, because I want to save my voice for stuff that matters. Because it's going to be a whole lot of unspoken cutscenes to deal with in the Praetorium dungeon. Speaking of which, we only have Camp Westwind, one of the other Imperial fortresses, Castrum Meridanas, like that, and Praetorium. Those are the three things we have left to do in the game. And Praetorium is about 40 minutes long. Even when you're with a team that runs the fuck through it, it's 40 minutes long. It's called, the movie for a reason. People usually go do other shit while they're in that dungeon. Anyway. Okay. Sid says they have to do repairs on it. And I have to help them with it. Okay, I have to help with the repairs. That's really all that it is. And go help with the repairs. Huh. This is interesting. That I kind of want to stop on. He's saying we can use a mammoth heart to help repair the machine, and he says a mammoth heart, mammoth is like the little wind-up minions that we can have, can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. In the Goldsmith questline, in the Realm Reborn version of the questline, you have to deal with a mammoth in the goldsmith shop whose heart is slowly breaking down because it's so old, and you have to worry about replacing it. And then at the same time, you have to worry about a thief that's going around stealing jewels in the city. And I wish that there was more to that. Maybe something in this quest will kind of make it click. But I just thought that was so interesting because of something the game has not explained yet, called the Heart of Sabik. And the Heart of Sabik, this is not a spoiler because we don't know what the fuck it is something that La Habrea will mention towards the end of A Realm Reborn. And it's affiliated with weapons. Weapons with capital W. Weapons that are living machines, essentially. So, I'm wondering if the Heart of Sabik has anything to do with the Mammoth Heart, where the Mammoth Heart is a much smaller, less powerful shard of it that can give sentience to a machine. And I have some confidence in that question because the developers have said that Endwalker is going to address things that have been left hanging since A Realm Reborn. And the Heart of Sabik is the big fucking main one. And they kind of addressed it in post Shadowbringers content, which I can't say because that is a spoiler. But that's the main one I want to know. Anyway. Okay, he placed an order for a Mammoth Heart. I have to go collect it and pay for it. God, I fucking hate you. Oh, and the leader of the Goldsmith Guild in Ul'dah is so sweet. Her name is Serendipity, and she reminds me a lot of Ida, well, Realm Reborn Ida, where she's very carefree. She's ditzy, but she's not clumsy and oafish about it. She's just very lighthearted and passionate, and it's very sweet. Those type of characters are a breath of air, a breath of fresh air. And those type of female characters especially because it's a trope I don't see used well. A fresh of breath air. Well, I'm not letting that one down. I'm glad it's only me and you, Expandus. Cheapsburger. That's a cute name. Most Thalafels are named after food, which doesn't really help my impression that they're ridiculous. Meme Desu! Meme Desu. Oh my god. Hey, Meme. Oh, like most Lalafell, Meme Desu over there is a capitalist, whatever. Hey, Serendipity. Hello there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Alright, so Alphino really did us a solid there, but one thing I want to stop on is her saying Alphino has helped our guild since before I ran it. Alphino's only like 16, which doesn't mean to say that, like, I think that's a ridiculous concept. No, it's very obvious that the Levelia twins have a lot of financial, political, and other types of social freedom and influence in a way that I hope Endwalker addresses, because they seem to have, not just because of their grandfather, but they seem to come from a very influential, well-to-do Charlian family, and are kind of given carte blanche to do as they please. And that their reputation is as such that even people in Eorzea sort of not only recognize it, but respect it enough to not oppose or question it in any way. It makes sense for Minfilia to have done that because they're Alphino's Louisoise's grandson. But she looks a little uncomfortable with how confident and assertive Alphino is. But one thing that really stood out to me in this replay is the scene where Alphino and Alize are arguing. It's the last time we see Alize, where he says that basically he and Alize they share the same path, or the same destiny. It's not destiny, the same fate when it comes to dealing with Eorzea. And I always thought that could have been a very pompous thing that Alphino says, because he is that type of character at first. But it also seems like this is a charge they take not only very seriously, but is something it hasn't really been addressed so far. You're just meant to accept it. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this is what they do. Yeah, this is their role in the story. Oh, of course they would care about these things. They're Louisoise's grandchildren. But then you're like, well, why are two highborn Charlian elves sent to Eorzea to do everything, or to keep an eye on what's happening there and make their own decisions essentially how best to work with and influence it. When Charlian has severed all ties with Eorzea, has completely shut itself off in a way that Karthus and Ishgard kind of can't do, because Karthus is attached to Eorzea. But then why would these two highborn elves show up and be so interested and invested? I just think I just find that really interesting. Maybe I'm hinging on something that doesn't really mean much, but that's where I kind of stopped dead. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is weird. Especially because they're so young. I think they're about 15, 16 years old. Elves live for a very long time. I think they live to about like 140. Something like that. So then that would essentially make Alphinaud and Alisaie even more childish, or even more young, when it comes to what they're assigned to do. Or maybe not assigned, but they're determined to do. Hey, thanks for calling me your servant, Alphinaud. Alright, no. He has nothing to say about that. I had thought of making a list of things I want Endwalker to address, but then I realized I have such, like, not PTSD, because that's a bit of a over-exaggeration, but I'm very nervous and hesitant and gun-shy, I suppose, about putting too much stock in. These are things that aren't explained, and I think they will address it, or these are my theories I have, and it seems that the story's going this way, so of course they have to do these things, just because of how things have let me down in the past. Hold on. Hi, Star! You didn't miss much. It's just me summarizing what to do and getting a piece of the machinery here to help fix it, because we have some Garlean tech that will help us later. It's a secret tool that will be useful later. But anyway, I was saying how I've been so let down by media in the past when it comes to hopeful anticipation, if not determined anticipation, that the story will address these things and the story is going this one way. It makes sense for it to go this way, and then to have it subvert my expectations by doing something totally opposite, despite the fact that the story is set up one way. So I'm too scared to be like, oh, I think this is what they're gonna do, and really, really put stock in it. Because who knows? Yeah, free of charge, courtesy of Alphinaud, coming from an influential family certainly has its adventures. Why does an influential Charlian family have any influence in Eorzea when Charlian... I guess Charlian only recently broke off from there. So they still probably have... Eorzea probably still has, like, good relations or good thoughts about them, but Charlian itself is essentially just double-barreling, middle-fingering us while they moonwalk away. So, who knows? Speaking of subverting expectations that were so stupid, I had a dream I dreamed last night, actually. I thought it was the other night just because I woke up in the middle of the night and was confused for a bit. But I dreamed last night that Disney and Lucasfilm completely walked back their retconning of Last Jedi. So they retconned a retcon, and they were like, how did it go? They were just like, oh no, Rey's not related to Palpatine at all. They were being lied to, and Kylo, who's been lied to and abused and mistreated all his life, poor Ben Solo baby, just, of course you would have to believe this horrible dumb thing and tell it to Rey, of course. So, ha ha ha, no, she's just Rey, and Ben's not dead, because why would we do that? Ha 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 ha. That's the biggest subverted expectation that happened recently to me in media that I find so devastating. Anyway, I think J.J. Abrams should choke and die. He could die in all of his fucking lens flares in his mystery box. So now I have to go ride on the Magitech thing. Yay. No! Sorry, it startled me. The music that plays when you're in this mount, by the way, is the overworld's theme to Final Fantasy VI, otherwise known as Terra's theme, and it's one of the most beautiful songs in the SNES, or the pre-PlayStation era of Final Fantasy music. So, so good. Where's the way up on this stupid thing? Oh, right, it's over here. This is what I mean when I say it's kind of hard for me to see where I can climb up and what I can't. Never seen a single J.J. Abrams movie and lived peacefully because of that. You know what? I support you. I had, before watching, honestly, I didn't even watch Rise of Skywalker. I watched a Reylo edit of it, which took out every scene that had nothing to do with Ben and Rey. Because it was, the whole edit of the movie was their scenes from Force Awakens up to the end of Rise of Skywalker. And so I've only seen that part of the movie, and even that was kind of painful. And so, but up until Rise of Skywalker, I never saw the sequel trilogy as a J.J. Abrams thing. I was just like, oh, he's taking part in the Lucasfilm story. And Force Awakens felt like that. Like, oh, he's just invited to do this. And then with The Last Jedi, I'm like, okay, then Rian Johnson's been invited to do this because he's an incredibly talented filmmaker. And then I went back to JJ and I realized, no, JJ thinks this is his. And Disney Lucasfilm, for whatever fucking reason, they're just like, fine, it'll go. I guess because Disney's more focused on Marvel, for fuck's sake. Just shitting out little clumps of Marvel movies as fast as they can. And so the realization that, no, I haven't been watching a story that's been tenderly crafted and planned. I've been watching a story that's been tenderly crafted and planned and then destroyed by some douchebag. Because a bunch of alt-right baby penised men on the internet didn't like one movie. And it was just really disappointing. And I say that disappointing is doing a lot of heavy lifting there by being as gentle of a word as I can use. Anyway, so I got tricked into watching a J.J. Abrams movie and I didn't like it. That being said, I can't believe that a man who created Lost was allowed to have any sort of influence over the fucking Star Wars legacy. Like, really? Y'all looked at fucking the guy who did Lost and you're like, yeah, this is the man we want. This is the man we want in our dramatic space movie. This is exactly what we want to happen. All I'm doing is just testing how the thing can run, which is, again, this is a quest that goes on too long and is really kind of pointless. I think it's just to show you, I don't know, where you can move and climb with this mount, but it doesn't teach you anything you don't already know. Can we go save our friends now? Because I'm pretty sure Minfilia is being tortured. And this is my other thought as to why, if you make a mammoth heart, then the machine is living and sentient, and perhaps it has something to do with the heart of Sapik. Yeah, he's the dude who came up with Lost. He didn't have a fucking ending. He didn't have an ending planned. He's just like, what? He is basically he is the David Cage of movie and film without the horrible rape fetishizing racism. Racism possibly, but rape fetishizing possibly not. And it's that his only creative thought is, what would be cool to happen right now? Instead of, what would be cool to have happen and to work towards, and this is how we do it. It's just always, what's cool to happen right now? Well, what is it building up to? Well, I don't know. You figure it out. I'm like, no, you figure it out. And it's different from a novel writer who plots and who pants. A pants not writer is someone who just kind of goes spur of the moment and they figure it out as they go. That's different because you have editing. And you would think, oh, film, TV, they have editing. It's like, not in the same way. No, if the script is done and not being changed and you film it, then you can't go back and fix that. You can't go back and edit that or change it. Not without some heavy, deep cuts. So that's essentially it. It's J.J. Abrams is David Cage. What would be cool to happen right now? And never think about what it leads to or if it even makes sense. And that's that type of mindset. David Cage, what would be cool to happen right now? Bullshit. It's also what happened in the later seasons of Game of Thrones. I don't like Game of Thrones. I think it's bullshit. I can remember very vividly in the second season when I completely checked out. And it was the scene in a brothel where Peter Baelish is sitting on a chair while Ross, the prostitute, like the character they invented for the show, who's actually really cool, is leaning over a bed where another prostitute is very viciously pleasuring yet another prostitute, and Roz is telling the other one, like, how to, like, torment the woman with pleasure to get secrets out of her, and this is how you do it, and blah blah blah. And I was just sitting there like, this is fucking stupid. And I laughed. I will never forget. I laughed like, this is stupid. And then I closed out of the window because, of course, I wasn't going to watch it on HBO. And then immediately, it was like TV Tuner or some shit. And then immediately went over to watch Parks and Rec, and I was fine with that. And I remember thinking it was so stupid, not just because of how gratuitously sexual it was, but how piggishly immature of an understanding of Peter Baelish's manipulation that is. And I never watched the show since then. I only watched it in like gift sets because Sansa Stark is amazing, and Dany was cool too. And then from what I know about what happened in later seasons, I'm like, oh, so they did the David Cage, this is cool, let's do this, and then had no thought, because I guess they kind of forgot that the fleet was there. Yeah, that's the, yeah, thank you, I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Yo, fuck that. And I can't, the schadenfreude I felt watching so many people turn on the show that people would not shut the fuck up about overnight. It really was truly overnight. That show went from being this like media and cultural darling here in United States to being so viciously mocked and then completely forgotten about. Just completely disregarded. Like, you used to find references to it everywhere, or like people being hyped about it and all that stuff, and now it's just, no, People moved on. They don't care, and that's not speaking to the transient nature of how how North Americans consume culture. It's it's more that, wow, this show was so bad and let us down so hard that we don't care about it anymore. We've completely moved on. It absolutely is deserved. I agree. And the group of people who emerged unscathed are everyone but the two writers. I also love that. Like, the two writers, the two people in D&D who are in charge of that dumb shit, they're still gonna fail upwards and have stuff to do with their careers, but the two things that they were slotted to do, they were slotted to do Star Wars stuff. Obviously, that's not true anymore. And they were going to do a alternate history take of what if the South won the not Revolution, I'm sorry. What if the South won the Civil War in America? Those two things have been completely shit-canned. And while I have no doubt that they will do something in the future, or they don't have to because they have so much money, it's so beautiful. It's just chef's kiss beautiful to know that they are forever hated because of how badly they fucked up. And no one else associated with Game of Thrones is judged. Except maybe the editor for the Star Wars Cup, but people don't know the editor by name or face. Anyway. Talking to a machine. People think it's weird. The writers of D&D, yeah, they were, essentially nepotism got them their roles, or got, just the same with J.J. Abrams, nepotism got him, his position in the film and media industry. I think one of the writers for Game of Thrones did one good thing, or that could be like a fever dream I have, but yeah, they don't understand basic script writing. I'm sure you could look it up. There's like interviews where they show their whole asshole about how they don't understand foreshadowing. They were like, oh, foreshadowing ways for was it foreshadowing? Or no, they not foreshadowing. It was themes are for like 8th grade English papers, and that the tremendous ignorance and audacity of white men writing, or white men doing anything, is so staggering that I should not be surprised by it, but I am continuously surprised by it. And I am going to plug two things here. If you want to watch two really good summaries of why Game of Thrones, the final season, why it fucked up so badly, Lindsay Ellis has a really good video about it, and Ralph the Movie Maker, he's I really like him. He has a very sort of like aggressively bitter sense of humor about him. Very sarcastic, very dryly sarcastic. He has a video of why Game of Thrones was messed up completely too. But Lindsay Ellis I think is probably one of the most brilliant. So yeah, if you want to watch a whole video series of why it went bad and people doing so with more quotes and video clips, go right ahead and watch those two. Oh, you know them. Okay, good. Not many people, I haven't seen many people talk about Ralph the Movie Maker, but I really like him. I think his stuff is funny. This is an interesting dilemma they're having because the mammoth heart we put in the Magitech armor is not compatible with the technology itself, so it's like the machine is rejecting the heart, or the heart is rejecting the machine, which seems like it's just a time-wasting problem, but that's also another thing where I'm like, wait, what? Like, how would one know about the other? Excuse me. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Yeah, it's me. What you gonna do about it? No, no. I will never get over how Sid looks like he's 55 years old and he's more like 27. Cassie Garland. Okie doke. Protect the armor at all costs. Okay. Again, we have our friends to save. I'm pretty sure Minfilia is being waterboarded as we speak. "32? Yeah. A very wizened 32-year-old. I also will never get over how he's so short for a Garlean. I'm like, does he have the Garlean equivalent of dwarfism? But then we meet, it's not Ardbert, what's his name? Narnvald? Something like that. And he's also half Garlean and has the third eye. So. Oh, Jesus. And they go through this whole song and dance about you being spirit bonded with this machine, and then you never use it again. I mean, it's a mount you can get, but that's it. Yes, we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. Yay! Can we finally go in? You know what? Yeah, he is a very short king. I really hope that Nero constantly lords that over him. Both, literally and figuratively. It'll be like that meme where it's like, you're just a hater, and it's just him flipping off a child, and it's Sid looking up, flipping him off too. That's essentially what their relationship is. Okay, can I please get inside the robot? Yay. Okay, it's time to break in to break out. Yee. I've been ready to go save my friends since 10 hours ago. Oh! Okay, this is just another Imperial hating guy. Don't really have to read the text here. Oh, what did the Empire do to earn your ire? Oh, I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you. My tale is hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Yes, exactly, Star. Break in, break out. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Uh-oh. Pretty living thing, she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. Oh, he's Alamegan. Okay, so you're a piece of shit. Then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor. Oh, okay, so sex slavery. Wonderful. Like, they do all they can to make me really sympathetic to Alamigo by being so ham-fisted with this stuff. And I'm not saying that to, like, cast aside the fact that these things are canon and written into the story. I just mean, they really make me want to sympathize with Alamigo, as if I forget the fact that when I was helping the refugees are doing the same things to each other that the Imperials do to Alamegans. It's like, so I'm supposed to feel bad for these people who were dumb enough to try to summon their god by committing genocide and mass slaughter on a beast tribe and murdering, poisoning, and sexually assaulting each other. It's like they're... And then getting angry when no one will want them in their cities. Like you guys suck. I think the same way about the Domans for a totally different reason, where I make the joke, and I'm gonna try not to make this joke often when we get to Stormblood. It's gonna be real hard though. What, like, you know what? Maybe you guys are better off under Imperial rule because you clearly did such a terrible job taking care of yourselves before. But whatever. Anyway. Okay, they tried to escape. The girls caught up with us. His mother and sister leaped to their deaths. And he didn't put up a fight. Okay, he escaped again years later. Swore he'd get his revenge. But he hasn't gotten it after 20 years, and he's miserable, and he hopes we can do it for him. Don't worry, dude. And Glauben's very wisely saying that there's really no place for him in any effort to go against the Empire. Because he has no physical ability to do so, he's more of a planning man. Okay. And that's another thing I was talking about when I mentioned how, like, there's a lot of really dark themes in this game that were sort of diminished or kind of like overshadowed by the story or the game not really lingering, or not lingering, but not even that, but the music. Like, this music sounds much more like a military planning music, not, hey, I'm going to tell you about how my mother and my aunt were forced into sexual slavery in what is essentially a concentration camp after the Imperials took over Alamigo. Like, that's fucked up. And the music is just like people standing around a map pushing pieces across the board trying to figure out where they're going to invade next. It doesn't fit. It really doesn't fit. Which is why I really like Shadowbringers, because the woman who wrote that went so far as to tell Soken, the composer, what type of music she wanted for very specific scenes. So emotionally, not just the words and the voice acting, but the music, all of it could fit together to create the tone she wanted us to feel. And that's why Shadowbringers is a work of art. Alright, yeah, we gotta stop Gaius, but we have friends to rescue. Finally! Don't forget to wear your disguise. Okay. Yeah, it did feel off. I don't... dislike the music in Realm Reborn, but there's a lot more that I don't like. There's, or am totally ambivalent to. I think the Heavensward soundtrack is beautiful. I don't really like some of Stormblood. I feel it's a bit repetitive. But I do like, and I wanted to be like, oh, but I like the tactics music they put in. Like, oh, but the Final Fantasy Tactics music is literally, and the music from Final Fantasy XII, it's just those songs over. Like, they didn't change it or remix it in any way, which I feel was done out of respect because of how fucking good those songs are. So really, I like the Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack instead of Stormblood. Oh right, I gotta go. Hold on. There's a lot of food traffic in the house right now, so if I go silent, it's because I had to mute. I like how the searchlights look in the fog. That makes it extra creepy. Oops. Completely. Yeah, stand next to a fucking fate. That's a brilliant idea. This happens so much, where you have to go to, like, quest specific spots and there's just, it's right on top of enemies. Like, can you fuckers just move a little bit to the left? You look rather fine in Imperial Black and Crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jest. Excuse you. Yeah, look good. What about it? It's view the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond, as you can see. Patrol left to do its rounds a little while ago. We'll make a diversion out here, and then you go into the stronghold. Alright, TLDR, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, and don't be stupid. That's it, that's the plan. Don't be suspicious and don't be stupid. Oh, it's Japanese again, sorry. I keep forgetting. When I switch to my other character, I turn into Japanese, and I keep forgetting to switch it back to English, so... Oh. Sorry. Now you get to hear good voices. She neither whispered nor... Oh, she did whisper, but she did not moan. And Minna means everyone, so... I guess like the others, my friends, if you want to try to find another way to translate that. That's not how it was translated in English. Anyway, that seems pretty cool. But again, for consistency's sake, we must suffer through Roma-born English in order to earn Heavensward English. We have to do it. We have to do it. Best get back to my duty. Supplies aren't going to move themselves, and neither the prisoners come to that. Oh, sorry, I have to do a salute. Sorry, I forget what I'm here for. Thought I was having conversations. My apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too, had the tribunus commanded you to arrange the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. I mean, I believed you the first time when you told me that you were getting ready to transport the prisoners without me saluting you, but okay. That's a fine salute. Thank you. Part of the maintenance crew from Occidens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What, prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Ooh, okay. Oh, and this guy's creepy. This guy's basically a pedo. How y'all doing, pedo? Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and... Oh, who am I fooling? I found one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know who I mean. Huh? The svelte blonde. Goodness, no. It's the Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I could see her? Let's find Eorzean's Chris Hansen and put him on the list. I feel bad that Chris Hansen totally went super fucking crazy after the show was dropped because some guy killed himself. You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the tribunus's behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Thanks. I like how no one questions the giant scythe I have strapped to my back. Oh! Okay, my new headcanon is they're okay with it because eventually Xenos is gonna be a Reaper. And they're used, I don't know, maybe sides are just a thing, whatever. That's my headcanon. Is that they somehow have knowledge of the future. Which, considering Ascians, maybe. Security's tight, just to be expected. We'll need the special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Here, I have the special key. Ugh, God, go away. I don't know why they even bothered to put an Imperial uniform on Wedge, because I'm pretty sure there are no Lalafell Imperial soldiers. I haven't seen one. There may be, but, you know, they're so small that you overlook them because they're useless. Also because they're potatoes. I will make fun of Lalafells until I do not have more breath to use to make fun of Lalafells. Because they're awful. Breaking in to break out. Woo. Menphilia. No! I'm not gonna bother to be emotional about this. Menphilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. The other is just a secretary, by the way. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Alright. Seriously, why do they keep Tataru? She's just a secretary. Like, it makes sense for them to have Minfilia and Papalimo and Urianger because they have understandings of the echo and magic and stuff. But Tataru's like, she just answers the phone, essentially. She just sits at her desk. Like, what possible... And I know they only did that because they didn't want to kill her off. But, whatever. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Nah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. Did I say that? I think I was agreeing with you that we shouldn't risk letting the entire castrum know we're here, so we better let them die. But, okay. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Ah. A little spikiness around the speech bubble. But strike my last? Oh, strike my last. Like, forget that last order. Eliminate the intruders. God, go away. Don't pretend to have any sort of use. God. No more pressing matters at hand, even though your one job is to unbind them. I remember the first time I did that I was so confused, because I was like, oh, but I have to unbind them, and they're like, no, you have to do some more pressing matters. I'm like, okay, but even the characters are telling me to unbind them. And they say, no, they're more pressing matters. Eva, I was so scared. Yeah, because you have no reason to be alive still, but that's okay. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But, thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. I have not seen Thancred at all, since the Scion's headquarters was overrun. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. Do all Charlians talk like you? I think he just makes a habit of talking that way because, like, it's like, okay, everyone else talks fancy, so I have to talk fancier. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? What have we here? Old beauty by my side. A rose in bloom, a shrinking violet. Perhaps she's in mind to be my bride. Perhaps my lesson hath not ended yet. That quote was a reference to the interview with the vampire movie. I think of it every single time any character in this game says, "What have we here?" Accursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Stoll's just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stood away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat-catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livius Astunius. Or Unius, I guess, really. Livius Astunius, if you want to go by Latin pronunciation. There. 'Twas you who led the raid on the waking sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. Killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Well, I don't think she cares if you'll forgive her. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. Hello. More intruders. Protect the tribunus. That's fine. Confounded. Ida, with me. Oh, anime punch! God, it is so cool in Realm Reborn. And I say that as a lament. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. Yeah, y'all just hang out while I find someone to kill. Alright, there was that one. Oh, this stressed me out the first time I played it. Now I couldn't really care less. Wait, actually, where is it? Huh. Alright, you guys are doing great. Guys, you're holding up well. Fantastic. Well, reason stands that it would be around here. There we go. Huh. Alright. Weird. Alright. Guys, just chill. Still looking for it. I was over here. Maybe they're further back? Nope. God, I was so panicked the first time I did this. I'm like, what if I die? I don't want to do this again. Yeah, that was one shield. No, I'm just like, I'm going a leisurely stroll. I guess they do have to be over there. Huh, okay. But there's really no other place for them to be. Oh, I see. I forgot that in the other ones I attacked the shield thing too. Oh well. You guys did great. I'm real proud of you. You did a great job not dying. Oh, except for that guy. Right. I left that one alive. Okay. Alright, well... I'm really glad you guys are capable of not dying still. There we go. Wonderful. You've proven yourself useful in a fight by being a great meat shield. Actually, that's a fantastic way. Oh, it's an iron giant! Aww. Oh, this guy. Like, wait, who is the carbuncle attacking? It's attacking the white mage who's desperately trying to heal itself. Aw. Just like a white mage in real battles. Dun dun dun. Well, perhaps running towards the cliff.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
Hey, that's Sid's voice actor. This bothers me only because that's not a white mage ability.
Stola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
I love you, Ida.
Papolino, Minfilia. Ida!
Yes!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
God, I hate.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Fool of a
excuse
took.
me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
Again, why did we run to the cliff?
But there's no one in there.
That's actually really creepy.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, yes, I can.
I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
Okay, do I jump on 5? Or do I jump after I count to 5?
One, 2,
3.
4.
I only said 4. Oh, so we jumped on 5. Okay, okay. So shouldn't it have been count to 4, then jump? Count to 5 and jump? I don't know. All I know is...
I know not which is more pitiful. The charlatans who rule Eorzea,
God, I can't wait till Gaius gets hot. Oh my
or
god.
the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
We still can't hear you, Gaius.
What in the seven hells?
Everyone talks like as if they had like a shot of NyQuil before getting into the booth.
Oh no. It's here.
Except Alphino. Alphino's voice actor, whose name I always forget, does a really good job.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo.
Huh. So that explains why they invaded Alamigo then.
The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike. And now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Okay.
Damn you, Gaius!
Yeah, you sound real upset. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop.
There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian.
They look so silly in the daytime. I imagine they're just like, oh god, the fucking sun. And that's why La Habrea has his, the glyph mask, showing, which is normally when they exert their power, or if they just want to reveal parts of themselves. Like, Gaius is the mask with the visor on, so he's good against the sun, but La Habrea is like, son of a bitch, so we just put the glyph on.
An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
And she's completely right. She's not saying that as in, like, she's in denial. She's more just like, that's literally impossible. Because Thancred existed before we knew of La Habrea. Huh. I wonder what's going on. Also, I feel really bad for her because she's the one who sent Thancred out to keep an eye on the Ascians. And Thancred, who was feeling really useless and hopeless right then, went into it with quite a lot of gusto. And clearly got in over his head.
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
Oh, he's still moving even though... See, if this was in Japanese, you'd be able to hear the voice actor do it, and his voice actor is the same as Masayoshi Shido from Persona 5, and he has such a good, viciously scathing laugh. Oh, it's perfect. Alas.
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind?
Okay, you know what I'll do, Star? I clicked my lips again. I'm sorry, I have a horrible habit of doing that. Yeah, Shido's voice actor is the same as La Habrea. What I'm going to do is, he does sound like a rabbit, is when we do Praetorium, I will put on the Japanese voices. And that's for two reasons. One, so you can hear it. Two, if you put on the Japanese voices, the scenes actually move quicker. So you will get out of cutscenes faster and you can start fights faster than that because the English dialogue, everyone speaks pretty slow. Like I said, like they took a shot of NyQuil. So you will be able to hear Shido's voice in Praetorium. Hopefully you're here for that. If not, then you can just listen to it on the VOD. But I have a feeling we're going to be at Praetorium at least, maybe, I'd say by 2:10. 2:10, 2:15, I feel like we're going to be in Praetorium.
Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do.
Actually, let me refine that. 3 o'clock. I think by 3 o'clock. Because I just realized how much we have ahead of us.
We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I requested, is it ready? Wonderful. I'm sorry to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in debt, my friend.
Is she talking about the White Aura site? Anyway, sorry.
But the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together,
You should cry.
there shall ever be hope of victory.
I can't wait to meet Cryle. Yes, don't worry.
People of Eorzea
Fine,
falter
whatever.
for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather.
Grandfather. Star, you're going to adore
ready.
Alphino
Let us
more
pay a visit to
and
the
more
Council of the Alliance leadership.
and more. Oh my god, if you love him now, you're going to be completely besotted with him, like, to hopeless degrees in Shadowbringers. I adore him because he reminds me of, like, a little brother. Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Again, I love that it's Raban dealing with political things and the Sultana is just, like, sleeping somewhere. Hey, it's Mommy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafirson the order to sail. That is all. He is a sweet boy. He's a sweet baby. Alphino's sweet baby. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I did only give the word to Royle? Row. My girlfriend. Has there been no word from Mishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the Fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. Oh, hello. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. Oh, no, actually, I take back what I said earlier. I'm glad she's here. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. That's a big letter. Van Belsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. I think they're bullshit. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. But, okay. Oh my god, can I please put on my other clothes now? Please, 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 please. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen, Philia. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Eva, and help them to make the right decision. Okay? Grim tidings, Eva, from a second ago. It seems that word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating the news even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering, yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Eva, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Okay, well, hold on. Let me change what class I want to be. What class should I be? I don't think I've been a red mage through all of this. Aww! Oh, that's perfect! Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna be a red mage. Speak with Bartholomew on the promenade. The fragrant chamber is in the promenade. Oh, excuse me. The royal promenade. Oh, this minion is the necromancer, the ephemeral necromancer. You can get her in Shadowbringers. And it makes me really sad that you can't be a necromancer as a class. But I've had her out for a little bit, so let's change it up. Pumpkin Butler! He does a little dance for you sometimes. And he like looks happily up at you. Oh my god, perfect. And he too has a little pitter patter of his feet. I think this is where I want to be. Oh, look at the way he runs with his arms up like he's chasing you. Oh my god, I just noticed that. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the fragrant chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. I'm sorry? You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter. Yeah, the minions in this are so adorable.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it.
Well, see, Robon, these people are thinking, you know, we just got out of a really horrible calamity, and neither of our nations, or none of our nations rather, has successfully recovered from it, and now we deal with a threat that's even more powerful, that's like another calamity in itself, and if we cooperate or agree to these terms, it doesn't mean that we're going to live in total oppression. And he's just like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr."
Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Oh, okay, at least you're self-aware.
Do not blame yourself, Raoban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent.
It's good to lie to the people if it gives them hope.
Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
Quite a bit. He's saying he can protect them from primals.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
No, again, he's going after primals. And he constantly complains about how awful you are to your people. And how terrified they are. So, yeah.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn, alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
We are at the door, not the Black Wolf.
Alphinaud, Minfilia,
No.
and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
Where the fuck have you been? Look at me, I'm like a cosplayer.
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garlean's offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the Primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garlean's proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
I mean, Minfilia was right when she said that the ultimate weapon would just make the beast tribes more desperate. However, it's not as if the Eorzean Alliance has a solution either. And I'm not playing devil's advocate here, I'm just speaking about the problems of both sides. Hello, Wrist! Sorry, I was just engrossed in the cutscene. I'm gonna take a little tiny break now. Alpha node! Like, no, the D is silent! You don't say the D! Oh, what was I gonna say? This back and forth where I'm presenting like, oh, the Empire said this, and that's a perfectly reasonable argument against what the Alliance says, and then the Alliance has a good argument against that, and it's a back and forth thing. The game eventually will do that, and I'm so glad that they do it. I think it's probably the best scene in Stormblood, and haha, it takes place right up to the lead up to Shadowbringers. All of Stormblood's best content has nothing to do with Stormblood's main story. There, I said it. So don't think that I'm arguing against the stories and like, oh, this is bad writing. It's like, no, I'm unable to help myself from bringing up problems or contradictions within the story that the characters can make to each other that are still logically sound and also make for a good story. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
Fucking love Kane-sama.
I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight.
This is a very important thing. It's like, those who came before us, those who died, or those who not even died, but those who did anything for our benefit, deserve better than to have us give up, because it's legacy. It's what I had said last stream. It's legacy and loss. That's the main theme of Final Fantasy XIV, because you can't inherit a legacy without losing something at the same time. You lose whoever gave that to you, and then whoever passes on whoever passes their legacy on, whatever that legacy may be, also loses because they lose themselves. They lose power, they lose their life, they lose something. And yeah.
We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
This is why I fucking love Kane-sama, and I don't understand anyone who says she's like a dumb peace hippie. Because that line like, oh, we don't want war, but we'd like less people who want us to go to war, basically meaning I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
What the fuck? Shut up. Why are we all laughing? Oh, I guess it's just because how confident she sounded.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance.
Oh, okay, that's why, because Kanai Senna... That's nothing. Kanai Senna made the Eorzean Alliance. So, again, she's not a peace-loving, hippy-dippy lady living in the forest. She's just like, no, I know how to deal with problems. Just don't give me any problems, and I won't have to deal with them.
Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well.
Oh, that was another thing I thought of, how their patron god, the patron god of Ul'dah is Nald'thal, which is the god of, I think, profit, commerce, and of death. And they've chosen to interpret, sorry to interrupt the scene, but they've chosen to interpret profit as a capitalist actual benefiting through money, since a monetarist, haha, way. When I think instead it's Nald'thal represents what I said earlier about the themes of legacy and loss, where loss is death and legacy is profit, like that's what you inherit. So legacy and loss tied together. So, yeah.
How many times have we fallen into the pit
I really
of
do look like a
despair,
cosplayer.
only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And
Oh shit, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that.
those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands.
That's a good one.
Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
Essentially, this all comes down to fuck around and find out.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For
Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy
Oh god. Anytime...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts.
Anytime a Lalafell waddles into the scene, I immediately can't take anything they say seriously.
Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Pray retire to the waking sands. I must pray retire to the waking sands. What the hell is wrong with that child? A capitalist god would also be a death god. Here's the thing, I don't believe Nald'thal is a god associated with capital. I think the old Dons, the people of Ul'dah are actually mistaken to think he has anything to do with mercantile profit. It's just that was just an easy, and not an easy interpretation, that was an interpretation that came about by those looking to make a profit. Which is also why the sacrarium, which is a sort of it's a an out like it's in real life it's a part of a Catholic church where you can perform ablutions, which is like a sacred cleansing of yourself or of sacraments associated with ritual prayer. The sacrarium for Nalthal in Ul'dah is also where the Black Mages Guild is. Black Mages are associated with dark and death, but people also go to the sacrarium to make generous donations, quote unquote, in order to have the temple help them with something. And I think that it's obviously a bastardization of what that god represents. That's what I think. Less about culture, more about political convenience. Yeah, exactly. And there's also the obvious thing of the reason why Naltal is associated with the underworld and death and commerce is Pluto. I think Hades as well, but Pluto is associated with money in some aspects and death. Where I'm not going to take the time to look it up in the middle of the stream because I really want to get this going, but that's something you guys can look up on your own. How I think Hades and also Pluto are gods of the underworld / death, also associated with money. Hey guys.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather?
Aww.
I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again.
So again, did you use your power, Minfilia? Is that what your power can do?
Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you?
I'm actually not sure how Minfilia's power manifests. I only see it once. 1.0 probably did something more with it, but... yeah.
It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to take a shot of espresso and wake up a little bit, sir.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian.
I'm enthralled to an Ascian. Okay, I'll shut up.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows.
Hot.
That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing them here and there associated with Ascians.
One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
Yeah, his old voice actor is just like, it's like they woke up their buddy, like, hey, can you read these lines? And he's like, oh, come on. And he's just so tired. And he just looks at it and he's like, alright, fine. And they're like, no, you have to read it slower. Why? So we can match up the lip flaps. Like, but you have the technology to have the lip flaps fit the English voice acting. That they do that now. It's like, no, you have to read slower. Okay. I can do this for you. Where the fuck did you get that?
Of darkness.
A mere replica.
Oh.
Created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
Oh, that's what she was having delivered. Okay, not the white auracite, she was having that.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Like, you didn't send Urianger or Papalymo or, like, you know, them together because they're really powerful mages. You sent Thancred, who is himself, he does have the ability to use magic, but he's a sneaky thief. I would be terrified to send a sneaky thief after, you know, immortal beings without physical form.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
The dialogue sounds less stilted when you get the English, and when I mean English, I mean like British voice acting in. The voice directing is so much better in the other expansions. But if you just mean the dialogue in general, like across all the expansions feel stilted, I disagree, but I can't tell you that you're wrong for feeling how you feel. And I agree, I think Final Fantasy XII had amazing voice direction. I adore how that was written and how they act. I actually find it interesting you prefer 12 and don't think that 14 does a job comparable to 12, because I think after Realm Reborn, the voice direction with the dialogue and how it's written in sort of like antiquated, almost Shakespearean English is comparably good to how 12 is. Like, I adore how much 12... Oh god, I love 12 so fucking much. It's overlooked so unfairly. But yeah, anyway, I just... One of the many reasons I was so happy to continue with this game is because of, I'm like, oh my god, it reminds me of how 12 was written and acted. But yeah, I'll continue. To be fair, I haven't played... Okay, well, I hope I can get you, or like you can catch a Heavensward stream when we get there, because it is leaps and bounds better and it comes off so much more natural. If you want, you can honestly go look up any cutscene from Heavensward and listen to how they talk, because I feel it's much better. And it helps when they get actual English. I don't want to say British, but yeah, English, Scottish, I think there's some Irish in there too. When they get actual English voice actors to do it, it becomes so much better. They also get some voice actors from like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and actual actors, like people who don't normally do voice acting. They get people from Game of Thrones act in this too. One who has a significant role coming up later. So it's great. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's why I said if you want, you can check on your own instead of catching the streams all the time. I don't really mind if people can't make every stream. Anyway.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Hell yeah, bitch, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
I lost my way on the way to the con, and I gotta help you guys, so it's totally fine.
As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will.
I love so much playing female characters in games like these, where they use feminine pronouns, because all too often I see male characters in these type of roles, and whenever I hear like, oh, he, like my brain just completely glosses over it, and like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I believe you're a she, a warrior of light, here in the present. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm a lady here to kick everyone's ass, take names, fall in love with the peoples whose asses I kick, and do a lot of cool shit. Also, I do enjoy that our character has still refused to tell them about Heidelin being like, you are this wonderful thing in all creation, and your character's just like, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm not gonna tell anyone about that.
Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
I'm glad you understand. That's why, if I can, I never play male characters in video games ever, if I have the choice. And the games where you have to play a male character, I find I typically don't play them, not because of that, but I just don't typically have any interest. Obviously there are exceptions to this, but if I have the choice in like a role-playing game or anything like that, I'm like, of course I'm going to make a female character. Why wouldn't I? It's so much more preferable. And in this, it's not only preferable because of the pronouns, but the clothes are so much better for a female character. Oh my god, our clothes are wonderful. Our clothes are wonderful. Operation Archon. We're getting there, guys. I promise, we're getting there. Oh my god, it's 2:30. Holy shit. I was so wrong about my earlier prediction. I was so wrong. I have no excuse for that either. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the immortal flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridianum. To the north and the coastal outpost, we have Cape Westend, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. And finally, in Mordana, stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritalin Sas Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Eva, we would have you lead this assault. Oh, my symbol is of Heidelin. That's cute. Ritalin is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Ossitans will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as Ritalin's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Ossitans. At that very hour, the Lamentin Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Marinum, I think. It's a proper way to say that. Meanwhile, in the Twelves Wood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Frixia's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Please, Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Arthur Morgan is the only male protag in video games I find interesting. Fuck yes, Expandus, I agree. Female characters in modern games are just more interesting in general. Everyone that's into gamer, yeah, sick of stories told through the perspectives of unemotive fridge large meats. Yeah, I agree. And then Doom, I think Doom is a complete exception to the rule, just because Doom is so much fun regardless of who the character is. Plus, it's fun to know that Doom Guy could actually be the Pope. But Doom Guy's fine. Like, and then there's some characters, some male characters in video games that I think are fantastic. There's Arthur Morgan, there's Isaac from Dead Space, there's, let's see, there's the male protagonists in the Persona games, there's Wolf in Sekiro. Like, there are, I'm not saying that there aren't good male characters in video games, it's just, for me, I find it all too often that I didn't have a choice when I was growing up, and then now that I have choices in games, and as games become more sophisticated in how they expand on their story and music and themes and settings and all this stuff in the world, I find it more fun to be a female character in those type of worlds. Forming our main thrust, the immortal flames will march against the strongholds with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards. Another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrum. Its mission, to disable the Magitech Fields generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Eva would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements. Oh my god. That joke about the train they just made, that's a joke about Doom Train, I think. Or it could just be me just making connections when there aren't any. Alright, so the most important things there is we have to go to Cape Westwind, Meridianum, and then down below it to Praetorium. We can count upon the support of a variety of other parties. We have no fewer than 12 major factions. Huh. 12, like the gods. Legend holds that Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. The Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. Long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one! Yay! As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the grand companies. Ida, Papalymo, Y'shtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Yep. Urianger. Uber danger, yeah. Urianger. I would have you represent us in Uldar. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Tatsudu, please just be a secretary and do all that you've been able to do, which is very little. Sure thing. Minfilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. Okay. And you, go out and do shit. Yeah. Yours is the most important role of all, like to be the most dangerous. Choose your party well and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin! Yay. Prey reports to, I almost said pray return. Prey reports to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you're ready to be briefed on your first mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Is it Cape Westwind time? I think it's Cape Westwind time. If it is Cape Westwind time, I'm gonna have to turn that off. Because I have a feeling, well, not I have a feeling, I am going to have to watch the cutscenes associated with these quests, and some I can skip and some I can't. And I don't want to skip some so you can see them, but I don't want my mentor crown on. I can't pretend to be a sprout either though, so that's sad. Oh, I just leave. Okay. I can't do Cape Westwind alone, can I? I've never tried it, but I probably can. Oh, baby! I had a feeling it would be him. Oh, sorry, I'm standing very close to you. You are welcome, Eva Bartage of the Scions. It falls to me to issue you orders and guidance in the upcoming mission. First mission is to infiltrate the outpost to Cape Westwind and eliminate Praefectus Ritalin Sas Arvina. All participating units are now in position to help you. And I pray for your success. Oh, he's showing up a lot today. Hi, baby. Thank you. You may as well, for God's sakes. I worked so fucking hard to get this mount. I had to fight the boss associated with him like 48 times before the mount dropped and I was able to get it. The mount dropped before and I was never able to get it. But on the 48th fight, it dropped and I got him, god damn it. You're Ava Bartage, the fearless adventurer who's to lead the assault. We've been expecting you. Our maelstrom friends report that Ritalin Sas Arvina departed Castor Macedon Bell ago. Bell is an hour. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target is aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Yep. Command to all units requesting status report. Target not sighted. I mean, you really can't miss him, so it's obvious that he's not there. Target's not been sighted. Nothing free either. Who put a mustache on a baby? Target sighted, I say. Target sighted. That's a terrible gate. Is that a gate or a wall? Either way, it's very inefficient. It's only half built. Okay. Blah blah blah. Believe in yourselves. What? Together we will blaze a path for your brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. Okay. Can you let me go now? Create multiple diversions. Give your people a chance. Cape Westwind? Camp Westwind? God damn it. No, I have to examine a gate. Okay. Well, me and my little pumpkin butler are gonna go examine this gate. Come on, buddy. It's really funny that I'm such a high level and they won't even aggro to me anymore. So it really just looks like I'm allowed to walk right in. Don't mind me, you guys. Don't mind me. I'm here trick-or-treating. I'm gonna examine the shit out of this gate. Excuse me. Gotta examine the gate. Cape Westwind is now accessible. There's a meme with Cape Westwind. Whenever people start it up and there's like sprouts in the party, everyone's like, "Oh no, not this one." Like, "Oh, this is gonna be real difficult, you guys. You gotta be careful. Get your positions ready. Eat your food, all that stuff." It's not hard at all. Even synced, it's like embarrassingly easy. Embarrassingly easy. Oh, I can do it alone. I can do Chrysalis alone. I mean, Chrysalis alone too. Huh. I turned the mentor icon off just in case, like, I couldn't do it by myself, but still. It's time to cancel your prescription, Ritalin. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the woman who felled the mighty Titan. Yeah, I'm the Icon Slayer, bitch. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidens. A bold strategy, to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for her. Send word to Castrum Occidens. Tell them the Lominsons are coming. Are coming! At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Balthazar first set foot in Eorzea. I really like the shot with the lighthouse and how it's... I think it's dawn? Yeah. Dawn is slowly rising behind and all the purples. This is a really nice shot. And it's very serendipitous because I'm wearing purple. Okay. Yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as ever it did. Know you what fuels an adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. It's actually kind of true. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known. That is not true. And he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. I don't know about that. Should you doubt the truth of my words, bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Balthazar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. Which he earned, that's true. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. This cutscene, by the way, is longer than the fight itself. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason... In the name of Lord Van Balthazar, I, Ritalin Sassarvina, do swear to strike you down. Okay? Okay. I'm not a red mage main, so... Let's see... There you go. I beat him so fast, his in-battle dialogue did not finish. Forgive me, I have failed you. Yeah, he failed pretty bad. Lord Van Belsar! I mean, I make fun of it, but he really, truly, he obviously loves Gaius as a father. And that's a theme we should put a pin in that. Put a pin in the idea that, the people who work for Gaius or under his command are as children who see him as a father. That light! A Magitech transporter! That red light is really eerie to see when you get to a certain part of the Shadowbringers post-story. In fact, it makes me a little uncomfortable. Eva, are you there? What news of Brittlin? Fallen? Yeah, I killed him. I have sown the seeds of ultimate victory. Yep. Okay, I'm not reading this so much. Doesn't really matter. Next phase must commence. Hurrah! "'Tis I! Seems you have done it again, Eva. Sure have. We have no time to savor the victory. Small matter of infiltrating Castum Meridianum and destroying the ultimate weapon. Make your way back to the encampment. We'll issue your orders and I'll be waiting for you at the main host." Bro, guys, we're gonna do a trial with a bunch of people. "Look, Hydaelyn, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon dark shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God." Ah, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. He has all the confidence of a professor with tenure who knows he can say what he wants and not get, like, punished for it. Dun 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 dun. Turn that typewriter off. The Perfectus slain. How do you see the tribal tat? I guess there's eye holes. Or there's like some sort of screen where they could see through. "Regrettably so, my lord, not the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Kenturian who survived the attack is to be believed." Ritalin? Oh, they're actually sad, yeah. "Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing, even as their commander yielded up his last breath? They should prove... It should prove they questioned his right. I cannot speak for them, my lord." Well, Gaius is sad to lose a child. I mean, someone who works under him that he trusted and put into power because he saw the worth in them. Oh no. "Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum." Shut up, I don't want to hear anymore. God, guys, it's so hot. This is their answer. "Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance." Okay, Dad. Yes, my lord. Aw, just me and my pumpkin pal, looking out over the sun. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's really cute. Oh. Okay, I want to change... If I have to do... Meridianum. I want to change classes. Be my healer. What garb am I in my healer? Ooh! Oh, right! The glam got fucked up and I never fixed it. I don't want to be that. I'm gonna change that. Sure. I look like a... I really do look like a witch. Don't look up my skirt. Oh, wait. Shit, I should have gone down here. Oh, that person's okay. Cyan Bartage, excuse me. Wow. Your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. You're welcome. Operating at Arcanet, yes, second phase. Maelstrom was a blockade Occidents. Far to the east of Black Shroud, we're a twin adder, blah 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 blah. More is required of you. Let us know when you're ready. I'm ready as fuck. Phase 2 is in motion. Okay. Go to Northern Thanalin. Make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, please. The garrison's in low spirits, and they would do well to see you. Camp Blue Fog, I believe, is named as... Oh. No, sorry, Horsey. Camp Blue Fog is named as such because I think that's where, like, a Cerulean or Cerulean factory is. Where Cerulean is one of the things that powers Magitech. And I don't know if they've explained what it is, what Cerulean is, but in my head, I'm like... It sounds like it's the same as Lyrium in Dragon Age. So I'm like, what if Cerulean was just like Heidelin's blood? And that's how they're able to use it in all their tech and stuff. I'm sure the game will explain it, or has explained it, and does have an answer for it, but I like my idea better. Hello. You look like a little teddy bear with your nose. Presence is most welcome. Okay, I got to go make people happy. I have to rekindle the dwindling embers of their souls. I mean, really? It's like, do you need me for that? Your presence that you are walking in the midst will serve to restore the measure of their morale. This, I don't understand the point of this quest. Like, I genuinely don't get it. It's how tiny my character is. Yeah, she's the minimum height Midlander here. So she's a very teeny lady. Although, Rogad and, like, him are very tall, so it's like, the disparity is exaggerated because of the average heights for each character. So, wait till you see her next to Mel Elizin. It's really cute. Or even Mel Ora, max height Mel Ora, my character stands at their waist. And I'm not kidding. She's the same height as like their waist and their hips. It's really cute. And oh god, her next to Xenos, that's another one. That's not going to be seen for a long time. Her next to Xenos is so silly because she's the size of his leg. Almost the size of his leg. As in she's a little taller than that, but whatever. Anyway, go talk to them. Go make people happy. I shall go make people happy. Do a silly little dance for them. I don't have the Songbird dance, which I really want. I do have Manderville ones, but I actually hate the Manderville dances on my character. Like, she would not do them, okay? My character has some measure of dignity. They are funny dances, though. I don't hate the dances, I'm just like, I would hate to do them, because I'm like, no, Eva's more serious than that. Alright, that guy's having some fun doing that. Good luck. Hey, Raban. make the rounds and tell them to fucking pussy up. And I say pussy up instead of sack up because nothing's stronger than a vagina. Because as Betty White said, they can really take a pounding. I'm here to psych you up! Yosh! You got this. Yarg! I break my fast on Garleans and right now I'm very hungry! Oh, it's so cute! We have to basically help them cut wrestling promos where it's like, get on the mic and improv how angry you are and how you're gonna win this fight. Oh my god! Oh, I love it. I love what I'm doing now. Although I do admit I don't see the point of this quest. Yeah! Ah, Garleans are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked is my name day. Oh, I mean, you don't want your bits flopping in the wind. Alright, let's hurry up and get this finished so I can put on some other clothes. Thank you.
It smells beautiful down here.
Thank you.
So nice down here.
I told you, it's the wax cubes.
Really good. We have to buy more.
It's the linen wax cubes. Oh, uh-oh. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, blah blah blah. Red hot desire to fight Imperials. Wonderful, fantastic. Rock the castrum, rock the castrum, Serif, don't like it. Rock the castrum. Okay, blah blah blah. Thank you. Thank you, Star. I don't mind talking about what it was, but like, basically TLDR, we take care of my grandmother. I do most of it during the week. My stepdad will cook things for her if she needs it, and things like that. She's very unwell, but mostly in like a mental sense. Not that she's mentally ill, it's just she's basically a pill addict. And any pills, anything, she will take more of it than she needs. And she was addicted to, I don't know what the like an 80s, 90s version of Xanax was, but she was completely addicted to that. My sister, when she was a kid, found one of her pills and they had to call poison control and take her to the doctor because that's how irresponsible my grandmother was. And now that we're taking care of her here and she's on a very low dose of Xanax, she's been hoarding that and taking more of it than she needs, and then bitches when she runs out of it and panics because she runs out of it. And then now today she took like 6 Advil and she's only been up for about 5 hours. And my parents are freaking out and really frustrated and pissed off with it because then she gives them hell about how she needs more pills, and I'm like, fuck it. Don't give her anything now. Don't give her anything. And I'm gonna have to deal with my grandmother during the week with that, and I'm a person who has no mercy when it comes to those who are irresponsible with their health. I don't care if they're family. I don't care what they're suffering from. If you are selfishly irresponsible and in a way that hurts you and then hurts others, I will be as lacking in sympathy as humanly possible, because I know better. And I'm not saying that I'll be like, I'll pick fights or anything like that, but I'm going to just, I won't tolerate it. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to let her bitch and whine and get her way. And I don't care how much that upsets her. Anyway. I mean, there's some medications she needs to be on, but with the Xanax, that's only take as needed. And she thinks she needs to take it. And that's the problem. So now I'm just gonna be like, nope, you're not getting any of that. I'm sorry, I'm really mad. Time is of the essence, so let's waste your time by doing all this stuff. Sorry for that diversion, guys. I feel really, really bad. I love how little I fit in. brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occidens and Marinum are now under blockade. Huzzah! Yay! She's so excited she's got titty armor out. Okay, Garleans offered fierce resistance, but the Admiral yielded to them not one ilm. The third phase may begin in earnest. The order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrum Century. That can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean Strange Force! Castrum Meridianum, the Den of the Black Wolf! Oh, don't talk about the Den of the Black Wolf. Okay, where are we supposed to be looking in that scene? My fellow Eorzeans, my fellow Americans, my fellow Eorzeans, I am Minfilia, mistress of the science of the Seventh Dawn. I don't do much work there, though. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, as a race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Short of them, they will be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, by my fellow Eorzeans, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, forsooth, we do now so in coming together for this grand endeavor to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. It sounds very much like any sort of speech an American politician would give. Uh-oh. Before me stands the adventurer Ava Bartage. You all know her as the woman who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. Thank you for mentioning me. Very much. We Scions know a different Eva, however. We know her as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for her. That's why I love Alphino. It's because Alphino loves us, okay? Alphino is baby boy. So far the only 3 characters in the game who seem to show, well, 4, who seem to show a personal interest in you being happy and safe and alive and see you as a person are Haurchefant, Kane Senna, Minfilia, and Alphino. And that's why I love all of them. Haurchefant I'm not as big into as most people are, and Minfilia I kind of make jokes about, but I like her too. But those are the 4. So far the only 4 that really genuinely seem to care about you. Okay, wreak havoc inside the walls. Even her comrades have time to disable the field. Here finally turns hands to the true wolf separation, so there's definitely ultimate weapon! Oh my god, I stand out so much! Can't accompany you this time. I'll be praying for your safe return. Yeah, alright, thanks. Thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Sid. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. Alrighty. We suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Okay. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Oh, stop making me think about Gaius that way. Go now, Eva, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Aww. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I can go to Castrum Meridianum. But before that... I almost teleported home, but my home is a place in Shadowbringers, so I can't show that to you guys yet. Before that, I gotta change my outfit. The best VO works. Thank you! I know I can't do voices, so I don't try to do them, and if I do, I try to do them in, like, exaggerated, nonsensical things. This is the true Final Fantasy XIV experience. Like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go save Eorzea, let's do all this. Like, wait. I need to change. I need to change my clothes. I need to look good. And they're just like, really? Like, yeah. So hold up a second. Oh, I don't think I had to come this far. I think I just had to go into a city.
Well, I'm very silly. Oh, don't judge me, please.
Don't judge my glands either. I had to change them up. Oh! I realized that one. I had to change it up for Halloween themes in some cases. Okie doke. I definitely can't do Meridanum by myself. I mean, I might be able to. Oh, can I do it by myself? Gotta look cute when you save Eorzea? Exactly. I mean, with my health I might be able to. But it's funnier if you do it with people. And I haven't done content with the character or the other people in the game so far yet, I believe. Besides that one dungeon we did. I mean, I could probably do it by myself. No, let's do it the oops. Let's do it the good old-fashioned actual way. And go instinct, which is gonna suck. But this gives us time, you know, this gives me time to mute and like get things organized. That's my phone. And just sort of give you the experience of these two dungeons, which woof. So begins the third phase of Operation Archon, which entails a frontal assault on Castor Meridianum, Gaius Van Belsar's seat of power. Forming the main thrust, the immortal flames will strike at the stronghold with all their strength, but this is but a feint. While the garrison's eyes are drawn outwards, you and your comrades must steal past its defenses and attempt to deactivate the Magitech field which protects the Praetorium, the fortress within a fortress, wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Let's see how long it takes. I'm a healer, so it shouldn't take too long. There you go. Bam. That's that healer cue. Someone left. This is us shutting off these searchlights. I find it so funny that someone left immediately when they saw what dungeon it is. And joke's on them, you do that and you get a 30-minute penalty and you can't join any other queue. Because you dicked over your people. This is the most efficient way of doing this, by the way. This is what everybody does. They just rush right through it. I turned off party effects so you can't see all the stuff they're doing. I should turn it back on so you can see what a mess the screen becomes. Praetorium's even funnier, though. Okay, you guys go take care of that. I'm gonna go do... is it here? No, is it here? No, is it here? Where is it? I always lose track of where it is. Haha! There we go. Now you can see all the stuff they do. Aw, the black mages is within this level range. Aw. Are they baby? I didn't think to check. If I didn't know about it, I'd sway you to personal grudge against the Magic Army. Sid, you said you wouldn't be able to join us. And now suddenly you're here. Why must you lie to me? What can I say? I couldn't bear to let you have all the fun. Okay, so thanks, I guess. Don't worry, Biggs and Wedge have everything in hand. Truth be told, I think they'd like having the work of 3 men. Okay. Wedge wasn't exactly pleased to be left behind, though, and made quite sure I knew it. I must say our recent struggles have done wonders for the lad's spirit. Okay. He looks so sad when he says that. Given the size of this place, I suspected there might be an armor or 3. Oh. Not as bad as I thought. If I had half of Marcus's talent for mending things, I should be able to get it working again. Marcus was you! Why are you were a Marcus? Whatever. Here's a bad sense of humor. You intercepted a communication indicating ultimate weapons being housed in the Praetorium. So we were right all along. Yay! I mean, kind of yay? The field which protects the compound is powered by no fewer than 3 generator towers. Go fuck them up! As stated, go fuck them up. I'll go fuck them up, Sid. Don't you worry. See that chute leads to where just go throw yourself in the trash, and then you'll get to where you need to be. Thanks, Sid. Go throw yourself in the garbage. Find the place and break things. I like this. I can do these things, Sid. All right. I'll be along as soon as I finish my repairs. I mean, it's opposite day for you, so will you be along when you finish the repairs? Because you did tell me you wouldn't be here. Oh, Devil's Screws is the right level, too. Aw. I hope we do have babies. I hope there are some sprats doing this for the first time. That'd be really cute. Oh yeah, there's one sprat, right? They might be hiding their statuses, though. Or they could be alts, yeah. I don't know, I'm really enthusiastic at the idea of helping out babbies in this game. Because it's such a fun experience, and I want them to enjoy it. That tank! Baby, no! Where's the other one? It's so funny watching this be the way you play it instead of it people doing it the way the game kind of wanted you to. Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a job to do. Thank you. No! Someone get over here and do it for me. Someone get over here and do it for me because I can't do it. There we go. No, you triggered the light! God damn it. Oh well, it's not nearly as traumatic as when you fall under the eye of... what's his face? The eye of Ruvik and Evil Within. Oh, that's another game where you can only play as the guy that I really like. Evil Within's fantastic. Except the first one is. The second one is garbage. Oh dear. Oh, wrong direction. Oh, so it's opposite day, and Sid does what he says he'll do. Okay. There you are. I didn't have the patience to take the long way around. I see you've disabled the first generator. That leaves us with 2. Yay, counting! Ah, bugger, that was me, wasn't it? Yeah! Yeah, it was, Sid. There's nothing for it but to press on and must each their mini generators for the enemy chance to regroup. Okay. Yes, I'll go fix your mistake. You go on ahead, I'll bring up the rear. I prefer this version during the near raids. Let's raise some hell. Wrong direction again. Ooh, my fellow astrologian, that's a male, or let's see. Look what I look like when I stand next to him. He's not, oh, yeah, yeah. It's time to run, my friends. Ah. It's the biggest pull in the world, so you can kill everything at the spot where you need to be. It's great. Oh god, oh god. Except when people die, then it's not so great. Wow, I've never seen it be this bad before. Huh. Huh. Wow. I've never seen a wipe there. Play this from the start because I have no idea what's going on. TLDR, we are going to we are infiltrating a fortress that belongs to an evil empire to destroy its big-ass god-eating weapon, so they do not use the god-eating weapon on us. That's what we're doing. Oh, wait, what? Wait, huh? What's going on? Where the fuck are we going? Okay. There's people running the opposite direction. I've seriously never seen a wipe here. Alright, so, which way do we go? I think it's this way. Is it this way? Oh god. I think it is. Okay. Oh god, okay, avoid. Nope. Alright, come on, hurry up, kids, so I can shield you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so glad I did not do this by myself. Okay, Sid's doing that. Sid's doing what he's meant to do. No, oh, okay, no, there's still more people over there. Alright, we know what we're doing. It's good. It's fine. It's good. Everything's wonderful. Don't worry about it. It's perfect. Don't worry. See, I was not going to play 14 until my friend told me a bit about the story of Heavensward and why she liked it. And because she liked it so much, and I don't talk to this girl anymore, but I really trusted her opinion because she does have a really good taste in media. Everything she told me about it I really liked, and so despite it being an MMO, I figured, okay, I'll give it a shot. And that was back in February, and I've been playing it almost every day ever since. It's very good. I have not played 11, I don't know much about 11, I know that people still really like it, and that people still play it. So that servers are surprisingly up over. Oh, did we not destroy a field generator? Are we waiting on Sid? Dude, you doing what you gotta do, Sid? Oh my god, we had to wait on him. Yeah, that's why this part can be really weird and janky, because you have to wait for Sid to come back and catch up with you. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Oh, my brother still plays 11, or my brother prefers 11. Actually, the girl that I mentioned who got me into 14, her brothers, or some of her brothers, she has a lot of them, really love 11. And she got them to play 14, and they'll say things, they'll compare their experience with 11 to 14 in terms of, like, combat or gameplay or whatever. It's really cute. Oh, it's the hand. The grabby hand. Everything's going wrong. Oh my god. See, I'm 34 as well, and I never got into MMOs specifically because I never had like a good enough computer or a stable enough internet connection or really like my own means to play MMOs for most of my life, up until now, actually. But WoW also I had no interest in even before everything turned to shit. I just don't like the art style. I think it's hideous. There's, what is it, Guild Wars? My friend's into Guild Wars. I don't know much about that at all. Never got into Destiny. What else? I don't know. I just never really cared about them. But we went to school together. Like, in the same class and everything? Oh shit. Here comes this bitch. Oh no, she's not a bitch. I actually think she's pretty cool. Anyway, so the core was destroyed. Sid blames himself. And Livia is watching us from above in her not at all conspicuous white Magitech thing. Oh, hey! Oh my god. Hey, Danny. Wow, it's been a while. Yeah, this way. Oh, he gave him a heart. Okay. Well, yeah, when you beat Ozma, holy fuck. Ozma is actually in this game. And whenever I have to do that raid, I feel the fury swell up inside of me about that fucking fight. Oh my god, the fury. The fury I feel. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, my sister really likes Destiny. I think my brother plays it too. Again, that's another one I never really... Not for lack of interest, but more as just I don't have the means to play it. How am I too far away from this? Standing right in front of it. Does this not shut off? God damn it, kids, you gotta turn the lights off. Oh my god, yeah. Especially all the work you had to put in to find Ozma in 9. Ugh. Ugh, and for such a little payoff. I don't know why I thought I would get something special for fighting him. Actually, I think the reason I thought so is because the guidebook for 9 told you nothing, because the guidebook was just an advertisement for Play Online, where it wanted you to constantly access their website in order to get the help you needed. And again, that was at a time where we had only a family computer in my house, and I couldn't always access it. So, I may as well have just been playing blind, which I pretty much was. And if I had known that you get nothing, really, from defeating Ozma, or nothing that matters, I would not have done it. Great, enjoy your nap. Yeah, it had a damage cap. Oh my god. Almost as if they wanted to use the theme of it's Final Fantasy IX. So they're going to keep doing 8 is one of my favorites as well. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Oh, she mad. If you resolve to die here, at least do so without wrecking the place. Garland's not with you. I'd hope to slay him myself, and never mind the traitor for now. I looked forward to this meeting, Abra Bartage. I know much and more about you, about your strength and your hidden talents. I would sample them firsthand, and you will indulge me. What's with the movements, honey? Okay, everybody into the boss fight. Everybody into the boss arena. She's waiting. Alright, everyone get inside. Come on. Alright, you can't really fight her. You have to use these things. Which I can't do because she's focused on me now, so I'm just gonna keep her busy. Woo. Yeah, you gotta use the cannons on her. Okay, cool. No, but I want one for my loader. Thank you. No, she moved, bitch! She fucking moved. Okay, someone's been bombing her, that's good. This fight's such a mess, I love it. It's always like this. Oh, look at the little hand floating. Oh, good job, buddy. You're doing great. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's controlled chaos, because when you know what to do, you do it. But it's a mess otherwise. She's safely avoided destruction. My lord is quite taken with you and the power you possess. I'm quite taken with your lord, the Echo. Naturally, I cannot help but wonder whom this princess among women might be. It's me, bitch. Only to discover you are nothing but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. No, I'm special. Look how pretty I am. In spite of this, the masses hold you their champion and shower honors upon your head. It defies all reason. How is it that you could have been such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Ritalin, one of our very finest. Was he? Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you have done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you are allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. People get stressed in this game, I make them squeak. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius, you cannot have him. Guess what, bitch? I got him. His dreams and ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine, do you hear? All mine. Okay, whatever the fuck. And she's dead. Alright, and this is where I leave you for now. I had intended to stay longer, but there's a lot of noise going on, so I'll just stream later today to finish up Realm Reborn and continue into post Realm Reborn, because again, really want to get on the road to Heaven's Word, because oh my god, Heaven's Word is so good. Okay, so I'll probably stream again around 7, yeah, about 7 my time, Eastern Standard, so in a couple hours, few hours. I hope to see some of you there, and if not, then I'll just be talking to myself, which is totally fine too. And hey, of course I remember you, Danny. Yeah. Like, yeah, duh. The minute you said I moved away, Danny, and I'm like, oh shit, I remember, yeah! That was back in, that was back in early high school. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me in my Halloween costumes fight an evil empire, as one would love to do.